How long does a renovation really take and how much money does it cost? We are renovating a 1940s bungalow into a modern 6-bedroom house in South Manchester and have had a lot of stops and starts, which you'll know if you've been following the journey. But we do hope to be living in this house by winter. So it is now July. Our builders started working on this house last June after about a year of planning, and they finished in January making it watertight, minus the windows. We did take a pause to recoup on finances and started up again in June. So I will be creating videos every few weeks following the builder's progress and our progress until we move into this house. And I do feel like this is the fun bit now. We are starting to really plan, design, and of course buy lots of things, which is actually much harder than what I initially thought. So if you aren't subscribed, then please do. I am numbering all the episodes of our renovation so that you can easily follow our whole renovation. And if you are a long-time viewer, then thank you for sticking around, because as you know, I started sharing on this account again last summer, and then I stopped when all the building work stopped. But I do really hope, as all YouTubers say, to carrying on making little videos for you from now on. So just a little recap, we got the keys to this 1940s bungalow 2.5 years ago. It was run down and basically unlivable. It's also the only bungalow on the street. So of course, whoever was going to buy it was going to renovate it. My husband removed all of the insides, 1, to save money, 2, to give us something to do whilst we're waiting for planning to be approved. Now, in the end, our planning took just over a year with 3 applications. I have gone into that in other videos, but what I'm going to do now is get into the juicy details of costs. Right, costs are of course what everyone wants to know, and it's what we get a lot of comments on our Instagram. If you're not following us, then we are belhaj_home on Instagram. I am just going to read off my phone because I actually just did an Instagram post on this anyway. So to start with, how much we spent from when we purchased the house to before the builders even came on site. That amount is £20,000. Now, we started off with an architect, obviously. That cost us £1,700 for our first design. We ended up doing 3 application processes for planning. And like I said, I've spoken about that in another video. But in the end, that was £720 because it is £240 per application. We had to get some trees removed in the garden. As you can see, the garden was just completely full of trees. And because we wanted to extend, we had to remove some near the house. And that cost us a chunky £4,300. Now, this is a 1940s property. So of course there was asbestos, and that was £900 to remove. Because my husband, like I said, removed the whole of the inside of the house, we used a grab truck to kind of take everything, especially all of the insulation. And that was also a chunky £4,500. Now, because that was so expensive, we then went on to skips, which we used for a lot of the wood, and that was much better at £560. Now, back to the planning applications. After being rejected twice, we went to a planning consultancy who are absolutely fabulous. I will leave their details below. And we did pay £3,700 for their services. Our planning finally got approved, and you actually have to pay £86 for the discharge of conditions once it has been approved. Also following on from after the approval, you have to then get a structural engineer to do some drawings for you to give to your builder. That cost us £1,200. And then when we started the build, we had to pay a fee to building control, which was £1,440. So that basically rounds up to just over 19k. My husband also bought obviously quite a few tools to gut out the inside of the house. They also got stolen, so he had to rebuy them all over again. And then we also paid just a couple of people we know just to help us with some labour. So basically £20,000. So after those costs, that £20,000, we then did get a builder. We had planning permission, we had all the drawings we needed, building control were ready. Builder started in June and basically worked through to the January to get us to this point, which is watertight minus the windows. Now, I will note before I get into the full cost of this, that technically, of course, this is a renovation because we've always kept the 2 sides of this house. The garage has stayed exactly the same. So technically, we have renovated the house. But really, we have essentially knocked the majority of the house down and completely rebuilt. And this is quite a large house. We're building a 6-bedroom house. It's kind of the same as all the other houses on the street, but that does also help explain how much the cost is and also how long it took, and also the fact that it looks like we've rebuilt it. but we're calling it a renovation. Okay, my husband has just gone upstairs. We are getting the stud walls done right now. That'll be in another video, so that's why the ladder has suddenly appeared. But getting back to this video, the amount that we paid our builder to get us to this point from our 1940s bungalow to this shell of a house is £180,000. I do have a bit of a breakdown on my phone, just went through the invoice right now, so I'm going to give you some of the big figures. This doesn't exactly add up to this much, but it gives you an idea of how much we spent on each section. So the initial demolition of the house was £12,000. The foundation, including the digging, the concrete, everything, was £32,000. The cavity walls, so the internal walls downstairs, you can all see around me, were £15,000. The aggregate, £10,000. We needed quite a bit of steel, so that was £7,000. Floor joists, £7,000. And then we go up to the first floor. So the first floor, the outer wall was £27,000. And one of our big costs was our roof. Our roof is very large, and it was amazing to see it go on. So the initial roof frame was £18,000, and then the roof tiles £14,000. And obviously onto the addition of that, we paid our builder his fee for managing this project. So we have got a builder doing it. He's not a project manager per se, but he is basically our builder and managing it all for us. So he manages and gets all of the tradesmen for us. So it has been a super stressless experience. We're really, really happy with him. Apart from the stress of needing to pay his invoice every single week, it has been a stress-free experience for us. So there you go. That's how much it has cost us to get to this point in our house renovation / house rebuild. Now, what do we have going forward? Of course, one of the biggest jobs we need to do is to get windows to be officially watertight. We've had a quote for those. They are going to be about £25,000. These are big gaps, which are going to be our patio doors. I think we're going to have bifolds because they are so big rather than sliding doors. We're still looking into that. And essentially, we are just going to keep doing little jobs with our builder over the course of the next kind of like 5-6 months to get us into this house. And we are hoping to kind of move in upstairs to start with. So that is our focus right now. Like I said, they're actually doing the stud walls at the moment. So that will be shown in my next video. We're going to do all the flooring down here. We need to do some tanking because we are below ground. In some places, concrete floors, underfloor heating, and then obviously all our plasterboarding, electrics, plumbing, all of that good stuff. So please do subscribe if you want to join this journey. Please do give this video a like if you found it useful. Let us know in the comments your experiences too, and if you have found this useful. And also follow us on Instagram, belhaj_home, and I will see you in my next video.